Hello and welcome back to Gaming with Bull. Today is episode 10 of Seed Showcase, and this seed was brought to me by a viewer actually. Someone left me a comment in one of my other videos saying that I should check this seed out, saying that it has 14 spawners. Now, as I said before in all my other episodes, I will not go down and look for these spawners. For after all, 14 is a absolute lot to go ahead and try and find with no coordinates, but I'll take your word for it. But otherwise, this is actually a really good seed. Not with the spawners, but this is a really good seed for mountains and all the other biomes. I mean, it's got some really neat visual effects for the mountains, as you see. Like the one I'm hovering right above right now. This one right over here is pretty neat. I mean, it's got a lot of really good mountains I really like, with a lot of valleys in between the mountains, and like a river running through them. And this waterfall is connecting right up to a river. And you got lava. You got everything you really need. And I really do like this. Now, I've checked this seed out, and the only thing I did not find was another portal, or another fortress, unfortunately. But other than that, the seed is really nice, and I really do like it. Now, it does have 4 villages. Now, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go to each village and show you them all, and then I'll look. There's a couple other things I like. But mainly the mountains are probably the best thing about this seed right here. I really love the mountains. Now here's the very first village. I'll bring up the coordinates and show you. Alright, there you go. Now, as always, the coordinates will be on the screen, as also in the description. So just make sure you write down the coordinates if you want for the villages. That's the only thing I ever write down or ever put up a description for. Now the other village. Oh, look at that. There's a special little thing I didn't know about. There's actually a mob spawner here. I did not notice that. See what? And it's a skeleton spawner. Alright, guys. Now, I will not open the chest. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys. But there is one of the spawners that I was being told about. One of 14. And it's right there, right away from the village. There's the village. And there's the other village. Right between the two villages, actually. Now, I will put the coordinates up so you guys can see where this is at. I'm standing right on top of the spawner. Yep. So here's the coordinates for this mob spawner. As I said, this is the only time I'll show you dungeons, when it is above surface. I do not want to go down underground and try and find these. But something like that, I know people will see me and I'll fly right by and someone will say, "Hey, you missed the spawner." No. More than likely I didn't miss the spawner. I just flew right over it because I didn't figure showing it. But anyway, there's that spawner. Here's the coordinates for this village. This is also well, it's right off the desert, but this is a grassy plains village. It's a really nice sized village. It's not too bad. It's got a couple houses. And I actually like this. I like this one because it's actually built the garden right into the side of the mound. Actually, it's pretty nice. And the cows and pigs are stomping all over the grass or the seeds for the wheat. Bad animals. All right, now we'll head off to the other 2 villages, and what we'll do is we'll fly through the snow first, the snow biome, so you guys can see that, and then we will move on to the other 2 villages. Now, as I said, this seed is really awesome. It's got a lot of nice stuff in it. As you see, it's got a nice, huge ice lake frozen over. There's some clay down there, right there. Some clay right there. Oh, maybe it's not sand. That's actually sand. I'm sorry. But it's got a nice frozen lake and some hills. Now, myself, I don't ever like to build in the snow. The snow actually ends up bothering my eyes for a while. But now let's get on to the 3rd village. And I'll drop right down in between them all. I'll go right to the well and show you the coordinates. Now here are the coordinates for the third village. This one's a desert village, obviously, all around the desert. And it's a pretty nice sized village as well. It's got enough houses for you and your friends to survive the first couple of nights until you go ahead and build your own house. Now let's go over to the next one, and I like this right here. This is really neat, and I mean, it could use some editing, but you could easily mine all this out right along this, all the way around here, and make this one size river. Just runs right through. I actually like this right here, and just keep running it until it gets right to the water, to the other side of the ocean, and it really does lead straight to an ocean. But I mean, it'd be a neat little river, and I mean, as I said, it's a little bit of editing for you to clear out. But if you're like me in creative mode right now, it'd be a cakewalk, really. Now, as I said, here's the fourth village. I'll show you the coordinates. There you go. And as always, the coordinates will be in the description, like I said before, and also on top of the screen or at the bottom or some point in some spot of the screen that I edit this and text it in. But as I said, this is a really good seed. There's a lot of land, and a good amount of water too, and it's got a good amount of islands and stuff. Now the other thing I did not see, and I wasn't really looking for it, was the Mushroom Island. Really, the mountains really got me and sold me on this seed. I really do love the mountains in this. It's really neat. They're beautiful, and I really enjoy this one. And I really hope you guys like this one. Now, the viewer that gave me this, I'll give him credit in the description for giving me the seed. And thank you a lot. And I'm glad you guys keep coming back, and have a nice day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.